That's what the argument with taxes, yeah. So what do you think about this argument with taxes, yeah? People say, oh yeah, but you work all this time and you get all these taxes, but you get taxed all this stuff, yeah. But at the same time, yeah, they've put you in a system, yeah, England system, yeah, which has allowed you to get rich. You know what I'm trying to say? Which has enabled you to get rich. I know Bear Man who went uni just for the advance and dipped. Yeah, me too. Everyone used to do that on the block. 25 black dollars. Yo, but you see, what was I saying about the system in uni? Yeah, this country allows that. Like, no, this country enables that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you grew up in fucking, I don't know, some country, the Philippines, yeah, bro, you're probably not gonna get rich in the Philippines, you know, if you're coming from the lower class. You know what I mean? Or even if you don't get rich, you probably haven't got the system in place where if you get through that system, yeah, it gives you opportunity. At least here, you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to go school, go college, go university, and get a job what pays a certain amount. You have the opportunity. You see, in a lot of countries, you don't even have the opportunity. In a lot of countries, they don't even teach you how to read and write. That's what I'm saying, because we don't really know the world, yeah. We're comparing ourselves to, we just compare ourselves to utopia. Oh, how things could be better. That's all we compare ourselves to. Oh yeah, but we shouldn't have to pay this and we shouldn't have to pay that. But really, what the, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we get, if you compare it to what's going on in the rest of the world, it's a good thing. You can get really rich in England. You just go to live. You just got to live poor while stacking for 10 years. A lot of people aren't willing. That's 100%. 100%. The thing in England is you gotta be disciplined. Because you see, you know why you gotta be disciplined in England, yeah? Because there's so much temptation and there's so much distraction. You know what I'm trying to say? So why would you? Because really, we're rich anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? When you look at it in England, you can walk down the road, yeah, and buy Chinese food in the middle of the winter. Think about that 200 years ago walking down the road. Imagine 200 years ago walking down the road and saying, I want Chinese food. The person next to you first is probably going to say, what the fuck is China, yeah? Where's China? And secondly, they're going to say, you ain't got no fucking options out here. We need bread and milk. Like, we need bread and water. You talking about that? I'm drinking this rain shit. Like, we ain't got, like, the floor's not even paved. You know what I'm trying to, the floor's not even paved. There's not even a car on the road. There's horses, horse shit everywhere. People throwing sewage. There's not even a sewage system like that. You know what I'm trying to say? And then so when you're talking about you can go down the road and eat Chinese food, that's a rich thing. You can eat strawberries in the winter. You can eat all these exotic fruits from the fucking Caribbean islands. You know what I mean? You could do anything, bro. You can go up there and jump on a fucking rally a car around or a little go-kart. We got people in jail doing over 100 over Shaggy out. We got people in jail doing over 100 years over Shaggy out or Scoop. I don't get that, bro. I don't get that, Big Smoke. I don't get it. England's only good if you're rich. It takes years and years for that. England's only good if you're rich. It takes years and years for that. Forget this internet shit. I can't name one man that's made mad dough legally, mums. I can name loads of people that made lad. The only people who I know who have made dough have made it legally. And England's not good if you're rich. England's good if you're broke. England's shit if you're rich. If you're rich, you don't want to be in England. You want to go in fucking some third world country where you live like a king and you can do what you can live in a. You see, if you're rich in a third world country, you can live however you want. You can have slaves. You can walk around the fucking road with a big AK-47, be in a good mood and start banging it off. You can go to fucking war with the state if you get enough money. That's what Pablo Escobar did. But if you're rich in England, more or less, you're subject to the same rules as everybody else. You try to be fucked up guy to your butler will sue you and take all your shit. You try fucking cheat on your wife, she'll leave you and she'll take half of your dough. You know what I'm trying to say? In England, everybody's susceptible to some sort of rules. But if you're broke in England, yeah, where else is it better to be than broke? Where else is there better to be than broke than England? If you was broke, where the fuck would you want to live apart from England? Because look at all this shit, bro. We get free healthcare. We get free schools, free healthcare. We have to work for it because nothing's free. Obviously, we have to work for it. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone says somewhere in the sun. Okay, go be broke in South Africa and be in the sun. You'll be sleeping on the beach every night till you fucking starve to death, bro. In the sun. You know what I'm? Them man who living in South Africa, them lot are fucking go through pain, bro. I'm telling you, like it's treacherous over there. But it's sunny. Don't matter. Fuck that shit. You need a system, bro. That's why England works, because it has a system. But that's not why it's fucked up. Like it's fucked up because of the culture. All it is work. You know what I'm trying to say? And they've sidelined everything else. They just want us to work. That's so all these broken homes and that. I'm not saying they've caused it like intentionally. Sometimes things just evolved the way they evolved, yeah, and that's how it's gone down. Maybe it is intentionally. Who knows, yeah? But you'll be frozen solid in England if you're out there now. You'll be frozen solid in England if bro, you see England, trust me, don't just look at what you do have. Be grateful for what you do have. Be grateful for what you do have. Trust me, bro, because fucking hell, like, bro, even antibiotics and all them things, you see in a lot of countries, you can't even get antibiotics. So imagine you get tonsillitis or something like that. Oh, imagine you get fucking cut. This is what I'm saying, man. Don't know what they're talking about when they say, oh, England's fucked up. Like, bro, you've got antibiotics. You know what I'm trying to say? Be happy you've got antibiotics. Be happy when you feel sick. You can literally go to the fucking doctor and he'll cure you, more or less. In other countries, you ain't getting shit, bro. You ain't getting nothing, bro. You see the man in Africa cutting hairs with razors. Trust me, man, I got it good over here. But over here, yeah, it's a different sort of fight. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Over here, it's a fight for fucking... It's a fight to get you out of depression and stress because we're not used to all these things. What's going on? That story he did with the Warsaw geezer, shot the geezer in the head in Warsaw. There was two sides. I don't care if there was two sides, bro. That wasn't part of the story. I was just saying that the geezer's in jail fucking talking about his case, bro, all crazy. Like, why the fuck is he doing that? Obviously, there's two sides, bro. He probably stepped for some shit he's supposed to step for. I don't care, bro. Yo, most people have an opinion, but they never have left England, bro. Let alone, yeah, trust me. But that's why. But man, I've got to understand that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's good to get understand. It's good to get an understanding of how we think as humans. So when people say, but we have to be like, but they're a human at the end of the day, and we understand humans. You know what I'm trying to say? He's being a human. So when people does crazy shit, yeah, and when somebody does proper good shit, it's just two sides of being a human, bro. It's just two sides to have humans interact with their environment. Everything stays the same over here. You're right. We are lucky, but for the people that work more, it's finished. Yeah, now for real, so hard to break out. This 100%, bro. 100%. I agree with all that shit. But we just have different struggles over here. You know what I'm trying to say? We have first world problems. But I'm not necessarily saying, yeah, that we're more happier than someone in a third world country, bro. I'm not saying that because that doesn't mean that we're happier. I'm just saying, bro, that we've got a lot more opportunity and a lot more choices. You know what I'm trying to say? Because you see in a third world country, yeah, you see the less shit they have to do makes them happy. You see when all you've got is your family, yeah, and the environment is your enemy because it's so hard. That shit bonds you, you know. I swear to God, that shit make you happy. Then relate. That shows you the quality of relationships and the value of them, yeah. Because I say this, this is how I clocked it, yeah. I've been in a jail where they give you everything. They literally give you everything, yeah. And I've been in a jail where they give you nothing. And when in the jail where they gave me nothing, because I was with my people, bro, I was more happier. I was happier when I got less. Because it bonded us more. I was with the people that I love. So that just goes to show that it was the relationships what kept me more happier. You know what I mean? Ball in a cup. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But like it's relationships and these things that make you happy. It's not material items. Doesn't matter. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody in a third world country might be and probably is more happier than we are, yeah, because their mind's full of less shit, full of less distractions, full of less fucking. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Their internal dialogue's different. The conversations they're having with themselves just way different. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down.